Hello and welcome back to another inflatable review. Today we've got the 12-foot Santa holding candy cane.
Yeah, why doesn't it have a box?
Because
we don't have the answer why it doesn't have a box.
Lowe's sacrificed.
Is it the only
box.
one? Is it the only one we were able to get of this?
Yeah.
So it's a display, I assume. So it's a display of something. Have we ever looked at it before?
Yes.
Do we know if it works? There's gonna be a bad video if you plug it in and it doesn't work.
Yes.
Okay.
No, it works. I think we put it in this box at the store or something. No, they gave us a way larger box. Needed a box like that.
All right, plug this in so
I feel
people
like
can
you
see
got
it. How tall did you say it was? 12 and a half feet?
12 feet. Try harder.
It's unzipped, by the way. Obviously, it's used. It's a little dirty over there. You can see the dirt. Is that a bug stuck inside the fan, or?
It's not a bug.
Cloth and shit. What kind of fan? What kind of old fan is
Oh
that?
boy.
What is it?
A YEF60.
YEF60 for 12 foot.
With a cover, in case anyone cares. Oh my god,
It's so hard to get this thing zipped together. Just don't break your zipper.
the wild zipper is running away. But can you like?
I'm wanting to make sure everybody watching the film can see what kind of challenge the zipper can be. It can influence whether they buy it. Also, warning: be careful when opening and closing those little plastic things. I've pinched my fingers in there a number of times, and it doesn't feel good.
Okay, very good.
Hey, I'm giving a public service warning around here.
The fan is on my
Ooh,
phone.
look at that. Oh, I see lights on. That's a good sign.
Yeah, I will say this. So there's been some new Sam's Club inflatables lately that have a base fan and cheap fan lightings.
Like this one.
So I'm hoping that these lights last a lot longer on base fan, and considering how it's a display and it's a dirty display,
And yet you can actually see the light is lighting.
it would brand new.
Well, but you have to wait and see how it looks from the front. Because on the back you can see the light bulb, but he's gonna light the thing up. We might need to help. We might need to help this thing get fully up.
Look at that shit. Look
Yeah,
how bright it is.
I know. I'm wondering if that's.
Ooh, it's a little hot.
I wonder if it's about to go pop. All right, it's getting bigger. I'm gonna have to back up a little. I do see a tether on its side right there at the bottom. You can see it in the video. Right there's one tether on the side. I bet there's another tether. Yep, another tether right here on the side.
And the other two are where?
He's got it on the ground. Do they have? Oh, you mean they're a string? It's a base fan, as you saw. It's got black boots, and then it's got a white.
I mean, it's a 60.
snow cup, red pants, a white. What do you call the white line between the top and the bottom?
I believe it's called a cuff.
A cuff, belt. I don't know. He's got a black belt on.
He's got a really...
And as you can see on the back side, hey, he's got lights in his arm over here.
Yes, he's got a very tightly stitched...
He's got a very tightly stitched butt crack over here. We might need to help him on the way up.
He's trying to get up.
Well, he's inflated. He's going to stand on his own. I think he will. 12 and a half feet tall.
Let me get the swing to stop.
He's going to lean that way. It's okay, so I'm leaning that way. All right, and in his right hand, he has a candy cane that's lighted. In his right arm, there's a light. In his left arm, he has a present that's got a light inside the present. I wonder if he has a light inside this arm. Probably not, because of you can't see it from the front. No. He does have a light up in his face and a couple in his body. So I'm trying to figure out how many light bulbs there are.
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I count at least 6. Is there any below this that's at his waist? Does he have any down by his legs? What? Why don't they have the? They could have put a light bulb right in that butt crack they stitched. Oh well. The first one is almost as tall as like my shoulder. He's got So you got 3 main lights down the middle, 2 on the right for the candy cane and arm, and then 1 in the presence. So, not bad. I wish I could really see if his face gets lit up well. Just having 1 light up there, maybe.
Well, it is shining up at the face,
So hopefully we can see the face in the dark. But this,
maybe if we light, just
it's. I don't like
here
the.
in 5,
What I don't like is
10
that
minutes.
the candy cane. That 1 light bulb is in that white cane of the candy cane, or whatever you call it. The white stripe has the bright light, and it almost looks too bright because everything else is in green or red, so you don't see it. It's not as bright.
I feel like you're being a little nitpicky, but
Anyway, what else we got to talk about? It's got a belt buckle. It's got separate, the white and the red cloth that you see. It is separate stitched cloth, so you see it's stitched separately.
very good. Look at this.
Do your
test.
poof test.
That,
The main body, is it pretty poofy?
it's all over jiggler. Yeah, that's kind of expected.
How long do you think it'll be till his arm starts falling down? That'll be the first thing. That arm, the candy cane will do that. It'll just start drooping. That'll be the first sign that the fan's getting weak here in a year or 2 or 3. It's hard to say. Anyway, black boots and black gloves. His mustache and nose are separately stitched. I can't tell. It looks like he has like a little bit of a red mouth between. Does he have a red mouth
Yeah,
between
he
the
does.
mustache and the beard? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I saw that one. It was inflated.
And he's got his eyes are just painted black. But at any rate, like all the Santas with the hats, they have the what I call the water collecting hats, because those little snowball things on the end of the hat, they always collect water every single time, every single year. It's terrible. And then when I bring him down, it's the last thing to get dried out. Usually is his hat.
You have to squeeze the damn water.
I gotta squeeze the water out of it. It's so annoying. But anyways,
It's fucking freezing ass cold and makes your fucking hand.
and if you don't do it before it all freezes, then it's a big ice cube in there, and then it melts in the garage. It's such a. Anyways, all right, enough of me complaining. People are never gonna buy plates if they hear me complaining too much. Anyways, it is pretty easy setup and pretty easy takedown. That's my little. You can buy others. Probably not this one because I don't think we have multiples. You
I
buy
don't think
others
so.
at Being Our Holiday Home on Marcari, so hop on
Several
it.
generic Santas. Last year we had the generic. I don't know if Rob was there or if this was.
We
before
do
Rob.
have other big.
We had the
Santas.
generic 10-foot Santa holding a bow.
Don't we have a couple that are 14 foot for sale?
Yes.
And then this one's 12 foot. So the only difference is this one's 2 foot shorter than the ones we'll sell you.
And
So
this one has cheap fan lights.
and it has cheap fan lights. We only sell quality merchandise at Being Our
Not
Holiday
really.
Home. Anyway, on to the next thing. All right, so rating. So design. Well, I mean, there are a ton of Santas designed, making it a.
I know it's a generic Santa. Now it's got cheap fan
It's-
lights.
It's 12 foot tall. It's pretty similar to most. He's got a present in one arm and a candy cane in the other, which, I mean, that might be a different combination than some of the others we've seen, but similar type thing. His design of the quality of his hat and the
kind
beard
of nice looking hat.
is
The
good.
eyes look a little.
I think, yeah, maybe a little more focused on the eyes, but one thing I do like about this is his beard. It's a separate stitched beard, and it's a separate stitched
This
hat.
Staring at
His-
us in their car.
His
What the
hand,
fuck's he
like
playing while I
his
was doing?
the white cuff around his hand and all the cuffs around the shoe, they are separate stitched, which some of these big Santas aren't like that. Some of those, they don't do that.
Most of them do it. Look how long this fucking feather is.
Yeah, well, that's just, it's fine. And the other one won't even reach the ground. But that doesn't matter. We'll put new tethers on it when we stake it. We'll put new tethers. It'll be fine, man.
Jesus, they really took their store display tethers and like sold them two different.
And they didn't get, and
lines
we'll have to use our own stakes. We'll just have to use our own stakes and tethers. It's what happens when you buy a display. Sometimes you don't get all of the goods.
And sometimes you do.
Sometimes you do. All right, so design. I talked about the design, but I didn't give it a score. So of all the Santas, I think this compares. You know, it's decent size, decent whatever. It's not the 20 footer, but it is overall pretty good. And you can see it's standing up without stakes on its own, which not all of our Santas do that. Some of them are so top heavy they just fall over. So anyways, design, I'm going to give it an 8. I think it's a good quality design. I thought about going 9. Actually, I guess I'll give it a 9. The only thing I don't like is it's not 20 foot or 24 foot. or 30 foot.
So I mean, the lights are bright. This thing appears to be used
Lighting's a whole separate category.
around the
though.
bump, so that the lighting. That's the main thing interesting. How well will the same LEDs do on a base fan?
All right, well, stop thinking and get rating.
More interesting enough how they work. If they're taking power from the fan, or because like if the cheap fan lights dim to give the fan more power, I don't know.
Anyways, continuing on.
Design. We
Yes.
got a nice present. Weirdly, that that the top is over here.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
also nice and
The bow's facing out instead of up, but that's
I don't know
not a
if it's
big
supposed
deal.
to be facing up.
It doesn't
I don't
matter.
have a stock image, but okay, I don't really care.
Yeah, I didn't notice that. But
That makes it unique.
he's holding it sideways, which is okay.
What's wrong with holding it sideways?
Nothing. It's fine.
I guess so.
So I gave it 9,
Nice
but
candy
what are you
cane.
giving it? Just throw a number out there.
Probably 8.
Fine. I'm always
I'm
more
so
generous.
used to the cartoony eyes that the last ones.
So 8 and 9. All right. Next is lighting. We counted 6 LED cheap
and a
fan
weak
lights. I guess that's the reason to give it an 8. I guess, yeah, design-wise, I guess we should have deducted for not being a base fan.
Give it a 9. It is a base fan.
Oh, it is a base fan. Then it keeps us 9. It's just a cheap fan
It's
light.
a cheap fan light.
You confused me by saying that. Okay, it does have a base fan, just the lights are what he refers to as cheap fan lights. Anyways, the LED lighting, it's got 6 of them. They're LEDs, so they get the bonus, but rather than bonusing doubling, I have to say that they really aren't as bright as the other LED lights, so I'll give it a 50% bonus. 6 times 1.5 is 9, so I'm giving it a 9 for lighting. You go, Ben. My lighting is always mathematical, you know that.
That sounded stupid.
I know.
Wow.
Go.
Interesting placement on the lights.
He didn't say anything, folks. That's a 0. Moving on.
Shut the fuck up. I said interesting placement on lights. Again, I'm not sure if the head will light up as great.
There's just one light bulb up in the head area. Let's see how high exactly is it?
It's pretty high.
It's up in there in the white section back there.
It
The
should
problem, but from this view, you're gonna get a lot of that light's gonna get lost in the triple layer of the beard. So you got the body go up, and then you got the beard sticking down. So I don't know how well that's gonna light the beard or his face for that matter. Anyways, we'll see about that. What do you give for lighting? I gave it a 9, even though we have a question about the face.
How's that affect lighting?
How well the face will be lit
Oh.
affects the lighting.
Looks good. I'll give it an 8.
So 8 for Benbro, 9 for Robo, and we're moving on to attention grabber. So, as we said, it's 12 foot tall, and it looks to be 12 foot tall. It is Santa. If you had just one inflatable and you wanted to go with a big one, this actually would be pretty good because it's Santa. It's quintessential Christmas inflatable. If you have a whole display, this Santa would be good if you had it's a 12 Santa. If you had like an 8 or 10 foot tree with it, maybe like a 4 foot, give or take, reindeer and some elves and whatever else Christmas stuff. It could be a good focal point of an inflatable display that's maybe a 5 to 10 inflatables. At our display, unfortunately, it gets dwarfed by 14 foot Santa, 20 foot Santa, and we probably have a 16 or 15 or something in there as well.
No.
So it's not the base, but it is pretty big. Bigger than 10 foot Santa, bigger than 8 foot. We have a lot of 8 foot Santas.
It's a lot, 10 foot.
Yeah, so it's a little bigger. So anyways, attention grabber. The candy cane, I think, does grab some attention. It's almost too bright, but it grabs your attention whether you want it to or not. Like, look at that. I mean, even in the video, you can see. Look at that. That one little light bulb in the candy cane is just kind of popping compared to the rest. It's kinda
Okay, I'll
crazy.
give it a 7.
Anyways, for my attention grabber, I'm giving it an 8. And
I said 7.
Ben gave it a 7. So that makes me at a 9, 9, 18 plus. I'm at a 26. What are you at, Ben Pro? What you gave it an 8, 8, and a 7. So
Yep.
23. So you're at 23, and I'm at 26.
Value.
Value. What did we? Do you have any idea what we paid for this, or what it goes
Probably
for?
75.
But yeah, I'm sure it was 75% off because We literally like had to just like go and like shake the snow off it from outside,
No,
pack it up, and
No.
go buy it.
no.
Is it inside?
It was in the greenhouse center, but you didn't pack this one up, or some worker do.
Oh.
Because we're picking up a order.
Okay, who cares about the dealer? The question is
I decided
how much
that
did,
I want all of the
what did we pay,
inflatables.
what did we pay for it? Any
Oh,
idea?
somewhere around $30.
Did it have a tag? We had to pay.
Oh fuck! It didn't have a tag. That's right.
I wonder what we
So
paid
they
for it.
just put a random number and like $20, I think, or something.
I don't know. I don't remember what we
30
paid
to
for it.
$20, somewhere around there.
So we didn't get the steaks, but we paid somewhere in the neighborhood of 20, 25, 30 bucks at, was it Lowe's you think we bought it?
Yeah, I know.
So we bought it 20, 25, maybe 30 bucks at Lowe's, which may or may not be 75% off. It could have been 90%. Well, it couldn't have been that much. It won 250. What would you guess this was starting at? Like probably around 150 range?
Probably like 120.
Range what?
120-ish.
The other one was 120. That was not near as cool as this.
Well, that's a different store.
Well, okay, so it might have been 120, it might have been 150. We don't know. Somewhere in that range, 140 maybe. But we paid, it might have been only $99, maybe, probably not. But we don't
know. Look up Lowe's 12-foot Santa and look till you find this design.
Man, or a similar design be about
Look
the
at
same
Lowe's
price.
listing.
Anyway, so enough jibber jabber. We paid 20, 25, maybe 30 bucks. So, given that, I think I would give it a high rating score. The uncertainty of knowing the exact price, but we know we got it on the cheap. But it was missing some stuff, and it seems pretty strong fan. Still standing up well. I'm gonna give it a 9 for my rating
The
of
lighting's
value.
starting to show. It's pretty nice.
So that gives me a 9 plus the 26. It gives me a 35, which is a pretty strong rating. What are you at for
I guess a 9 if it was 20 bucks like I was thinking.
So that gives you a total of 32. So what do you think your overall score? 32, mine's a 35. You think that's a fair score overall?
Sure.
All right.
Generic Santas go hard.
Any final words of wisdom for our viewers that might be interested in buying an inflatable?
Go to being our holiday home.
But they
And
can't buy
also-
this.
What?
Buy something similar because you can't buy this.
Well,
Well, I
you
mean,
can buy
unless you want me to
several
post
similar
it.
Santas.
I can post this for you if you
No,
want. All right.
I like this one.
They're going to be disappointed when they don't find a 12-foot tall Santa on our being our holiday home for 20 or 30 bucks.
Yeah. Well,
But you can find it's only 8 foot tall nutcracker face for like around 20 or 30 bucks probably.
because we don't want those.
Well, actually, I think I have it listed for 80. But if you
Actually,
offer
I might
30,
take them offline just and use them.
if somebody gave us
Take the
30,
offline.
we might take 30 for it. We're generous like that. Anyways,
Okay, bro, moment. If you've only watched the Santa and Carol Bell and now you're just watching this and you watched no other reviews, see you next year when we probably do another inflatable. That's a generic.
wait, next
12
year,
foot.
aren't you going to keep doing these twice a week?
I don't think we're going to get to another generic Santa this year.
Oh, I don't mean generic. I meant like you're going to do
If they're just
inflatables.
watching the generic Santa like designs that they slightly modify each other. Like last year, the Walmart one had a bell, and we
Well,
reviewed
people
that.
watching this design, we're going to want to
This
see our
one, they
Mickey.
got candy cane and the bell, and
Well,
there's more amazing reviews.
I think people want to watch you review a Mickey or whatever else we
There's
have on the
several
agenda.
of those.
All
There's
right,
a whole playlist
let's close it up.
of the modern reviews.
what do you-
and old reviews.
Do you have anything else to say? I already said being our holiday home, so all you had to say, bye for now. Hurry up.
So everyone behind Inflatable Displays 13 and being our holiday home,
Hurry
I'll
up.
separate them. Would like to say thanks for watching, and of course, as always,
You missed your
like
time.
and subscribe. And of course, as always, bye for now. Rob, delay until you want to stop.
Well, it doesn't matter when I stop. I was going to do 19 minutes on the clock, but it's over, so oh well. As you said, bye for now.